Has this ever happened to you? You call a phone number. Someone says, call this number, or someone says, call mom, dad, brother, sister, best friend, a coworker, or someone wants you to call someone, and all that you get is a phone number. And you're thinking to yourself, I know I dialed the right number. Did you know that you have a 50% chance of someone even trying again? Most of the time, people will just say, forget it. It's not a good number or whatever. Especially if you're in GreatLife Worldwide, well, I'm telling you, you need to leave a recorded message for yourself, and it needs to be good. Greetings and welcome. My name is John Schepcoff, and I've been coaching and mentoring people for probably well over 25 years in different kinds of business. And I'm telling you, good phone etiquette is key. And I'm telling you, you must do two things. One is when someone calls you, you must pick up the telephone. And number two is if you can't do that, then you need to return someone's phone call within 15 to 20 minutes. If you don't, then people are going to think, well, this person isn't serious. And if you're in this business, you need to be serious about this. So let's get on and let's talk about leaving a message for yourself. First of all, number one, it has to be clear, crystal. It needs to sound like you're excited. It doesn't need to sound like you just woke up. Because if you do, people are going to go, whatever. This person, doesn't seem to be very excited. So you need to practice doing your recording, probably 50. You might have to do it 100 times. It really depends how well you like talking on the phone. Now, I have talked on the phone all my life, so I'm used to the telephone. I'm used to leaving messages or calling people because that's how I do most of my business. I pick up the phone and say, hi, this is John Schepcoff. I believe I have something that might interest you also. And people go, okay, what? Tell me more. And that gets the conversation. So when you leave a message, it's got to be inviting. So I'm going to share my own personal message, and you can copy it if you like. Just make sure you use your name, not my name, but I'm going to show you, here it is. And this is not rehearsing. I'm just going to be talking, and I'm going to show you how you would do it. And it may take you a while, but I'm just going to do it once, and hopefully I will do it right. So I'll say, hey, this is John Schepcoff. Thanks for calling. I'm on the other line helping another person. If you leave your name, your telephone number, I will return your phone call. Thanks for leaving a message. Now, if you notice, I had some voice inflections. I also told you that I will return your phone call. And at the very end, I said what? Thanks for leaving a message. So I'm basically saying to that person, hey, leave a message, okay? Because if you get the person to leave a message, guess what? Your chances of making a sale is far better, or you need to be able to answer their question. Now, the other thing I want to point out is this. You guys all know you're paying $20 for the mindset. There's hundreds and hundreds of programs back there. There's PDFs, there's audios, there's webinars that they do once a week. You need to go back and doing something for your mind at least every single day. Spend a little bit of time. That's all I'm saying, okay? The other thing is, I know you're aware of this, but some of you are just skipping out on this. Tuesday and Thursday, you can bring someone to the table and have them listen to the business. The owner or whomever will actually do all the closing for you. You don't have to do any of the work. So bring them on Tuesday and Thursday. These are the set times. And then on Saturday, this is strictly for us only. This is when the owner will actually train you how to be a better person, to do better in that. Now, I want to bring up something that some of you are probably not aware of, and that is this. If you're out of the country, you know what? There's a lot of out of the country. They're now shipping out nutritional products. If you're not getting the nutritional products, you are shooting yourself in the foot, my friends. You need to go out there and start promoting the nutritional, because the nutritionals are fantastic. I'm probably on 10 different products with GreatLife World. Yeah, I'm spending a little bit of money, but it's fantastic. But I'm also making money too as well. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, and I'll make it short and to the point here, is this. I'm going to be doing these things at least 2 times a week. If you like what you've just heard, this training, okay, and it's nothing spectacular, but I do these trainings for other type of coaching and mentoring that I do, and I will do this for you guys to help you to be a better person, to help you to make better sales, you name it. If you like this, respond back to the email and say, John, I thank you for making this YouTube. I want to be set up where I get these trainings, 2 times a week. If you don't respond back to me, then I'm going to only assume that you don't want it, and then I'll just take you off the list and I won't bother you, okay? But I do want to help those people who want to be better. They want to make more sales in Great Life, and I've been doing this kind of stuff for over 30 some odd years. I like talking to people over the phone. That's what I'm known for, because I used to import and export, and then I used to sell money. And so for me, it's very natural for me to talk to people. For me, I like picking up the phone and say, hey, I believe I have something that interests you also. And the person says, what is it? Okay, you got my attention. Tell me more. I'm not afraid to ask, okay? Because if you don't ask, the old saying is you never know. You won't know. So I like doing this. So I have a lot of background. I've been coaching, mentoring people for well over 30 years. And you know what? You might just learn something. So again, I will say this one more time, and that is, if you enjoy this, what I just made, and you want these trainings, you need to at least email me back and say, yes, John, please, I'd like to, get those trainings. And then, what would I like to hear from you? I like you to pick up the phone and have a conversation and say, okay, John, this is what I'm doing. In other words, I want you to be accountable for yourself. You know what? I have to be accountable. You need to be accountable too. And that is, you need to do something to be building your business. Well, the best way to do it is to report back to your upline. Well, I am the person that brought you in, so you should be calling me up and say, hey, you know what? I spent an hour on the phone. I talked to, let's say 3 people. I actually called up, let's say, 50 phones, but I was only able to get a hold of 3, or I left messages or whatever. This helps you, and this will keep you fired up and focused when you're reporting back into the person. I do this with my upline. Every time I bring a person, or every person I talk to, I say, hey, Chip, he's my, my partner. I say, hey, I just talked to this person out of the country, or this person in, this state or whatever. It sounds like they might be interested, but I don't know. I need to talk to them a few times. The old saying is, you need to make about 7 to 9 connection with them. Don't think you're going to make a sale in one day. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen to me. As good as I am, I can't do it. I usually need to talk to someone between 7 to 9 times, and you're just touching bases. And guess what? Don't ever try to sell anybody. That's the key. Okay. If you know me, I'm always pointing that out. Never try to sell anybody. Talk about it, get them to say, okay, tell me more, but don't try to sell. Let them make their own decision whether they want the nutritional or, like I talk a lot about the Clear Heart, the Phytozone, and then all these stuff. I have about 9 different, 10 products right now. The ones I seem to be more partial is the Transfer Factor, the Phytozone, and the Clear Heart. Those are the ones I know because I know exactly what they do. They're absolutely fantastic. The Transfer Factor actually enhances everything. It's unbelievable. I just love what it does. And I take the oxygen one. Like I said, it's super good. But anyway, hopefully this has helped you. Again, respond back if you want these. And of course, make yourself accountable by calling me up and telling me what you're doing. Talk to you later. Take care. And I'll see you, my friends, at the top.